I do spend a lot of time going out with outreach workers to the different encampments in my district so that I know the people who are homeless in the 3rd district. I know a lot of folks, and I've heard their stories, and I have a real sense, and the people who are here, particularly in the West Valley, are here because they have some connection to the West Valley. That they're, it gets to be 120 degrees out here. No one's going to just come here for kicks. There's a reason. Their daughter or their son, who they're not allowed to see anymore, lives here, or their estranged spouse is nearby, or their parents. There's some connection, or they grew up here. Talking to these folks of what would it take to get them off the street, and for a lot of folks, really, the most important thing is housing. They don't have housing, so the idea is to build not just the traditional shelter where people come in and they get kicked out in the morning, and it really is nothing but a short-term shelter for the night, but transitional housing. And these cabin communities offer that opportunity to have a transitional house that is something to get someone who's been on the street, off the street, get them sort of acclimated to living indoors again, and in an area where they can receive services.
Our units are actually constructed by people with lived experience in homelessness who are currently or previously homeless themselves. So we are providing jobs to people that are marginalized within our community, and we really value their input in the design. And we know that the design works because they themselves have told us this is what they would have needed as they were exiting homelessness themselves.
This is an ongoing issue, and we are working closely with the community to try not only to ease people's fears and concerns, but to work with the community to make sure that those fears are not realized, and to make sure that these cabins that are going into communities become a positive part of the community and not something to be feared.